What's your name?
My name is Michael Harriot.
I'm Sheryl Evans Davis. So I have the honor tonight of being up on stage in conversation with Michael Harriot, who has just a wealth of knowledge and information about the Black experience, about Black history. His new book, Black AF, The Unwhitewashed History of America, is pretty witty and informational. So I get to be in conversation with him, so that's pretty cool.
In 1868, 127 men went into a house in Charleston, South Carolina. 75% of them were Black. And when they came out of that house, they had created the American education system as we know it. Black people created what we know. There had never been a constitutionally mandated free public education system, the one that we have now where it provide education free for all students. That didn't exist until Black people invented it in 1868. And still, there is not a nanosecond in the history of America where Black people have had access to an equal education for the most part. So how would we know if Black people valued education if we created it and still never had access to it?
Super psyched about the gala, everything that's happening here tonight. Really grateful as a former educator myself. At the time, I was the only Black person working in the school and felt like it was really important. And over the years have tried to really be engaged, involved in community to provide the same opportunities I saw happening in the private school to be able to see them happen in community. And so been able to develop youth programs, literacy programs, and have been fortunate to work with wonderful people like the folks at Urban Ed. Really appreciate the mission and grateful to be here tonight to be able to celebrate the work of Urban Ed Academy.
When we think about desegregation, it's not like we like to think about it as doing something for Black children, when in reality, it is just giving them the access to the resources that they have put into this country and didn't have access to.
San Francisco is a creative city, and to be in a creative space with people who are trying to improve their community, that's always a good thing. So we love to help people give back to their community and help people build up communities where we can help each other and have mutual interests.
Black history, including Black history, is a relatively new thing. It really started like right here in the city, like in the late 60s, early 70s. So like the people I went to school, the teachers who taught me, not only didn't they teach or learn any Black history, but a lot of them never sat in a class with a Black person. You gotta think about that, right? Like our teachers didn't. My hometown, the town where I lived, was desegregated in 1995. And you'll find like a lot of towns like that in the South. Not small towns, like just whole states like that.
I want to thank Michael Harriot for joining me up here. I want to encourage you all to get a copy of his book. I think there are copies available here.
Dr. Davis, you are just a ridiculously humble person, but you've done so much for this city, so much for this organization with our partnership with your work that we had to thank you. And we would love to present you with this portrait here of you. Jermaine, you want to speak a little bit about the piece? Just a tad?